into and out of Newark, Midtown Direct into and out of Hoboken. System-wide cross-honoring is in effect. Long Island Railroad, a couple of earlier issues, including signal problems that have broken rail, and the fact there's less track available at Penn Station. They now have up to 30-minute delays into and out of New York. If you have a loved one that needs to be taken care of by qualified professional, call the David York Agency right now. Let them put your mind at ease. Call them today, 800-855-8686, 1-800-855-8686. And the next traffic report in about 10 minutes. Jeff McKay on 77 from WABC. And here's Bill Evans with the forecast.
You got that rain out there this morning. It's going to continue to rain heavily for another hour or two, and then sort of winding down to just showers by 9 o'clock this morning. Then we're going to be looking at maybe some breaks of sun.
Yeah.
Sun cloud cover.
I'm rocking the shirt
before a front comes through this afternoon with a gusty shower or a thunderstorm.
I'm rocking the
So
shirt.
you're still need the rain gear all day long today. We got a west wind going west today at about 25 to 30 miles an hour. So you need all your gear for the morning commute. And then well, we got 64 and sun, thunderstorm or two. Tonight, clearing skies, the low 45 in the suburbs, 51 in the city. Tomorrow is the best day of the next 7. Sunshine tomorrow, Wednesday's high 65. Thursday, we got rain coming back again. It's windy, it's cooler. The heavy rains in the afternoon and the evening this time. The temperature's 53 degrees. And we'll have a cloudy day on Friday and a chilly day, high 51. Showers. This is meteorologist Donovan, 77 WABC. We're New York up to top.
Put the courses on.
With cancer in her only working kidney. Chief of surgery wanted to remove her kidney and put her on dialysis for the rest of her life. She refused. She was given no other option than to wait to die. Then she came to Dr. Lederman for radiosurgery. Today, Mary is cancer-free and functioning normally. No cancer, no dialysis. Dr. Lederman even treated her second different cancer in her ureter with no cutting, no bleeding. Non-invasively, it's gone too. Mary is happy and healthy. Mary is grateful that she met Dr. Lederman. Insurances, Medicare, Medicaid accepted, 1384 Broadway at 38, to listen choices.
It's time for the health segment. A better you with Dr. Braverman. Here's Dr. Braverman. How are we getting friends in Toronto? Here to tell you about the very best health insurance on the planet. The checkup that uses computers to check you out from head to toe. Instead of taps and pokes that were invented over a century ago. 21st century technology is all around us, in our hands, our cars, our kitchens, our police department. It's everywhere except perhaps the most important place, the primary care physician's office, where we take care of the most important real estate on the planet, your body and brain. I'll tell you something else that isn't in those offices. It's a brain health review. Even though the brain's the most important organ, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not your genitals, it's not your breast.
shush.
Trends and trains. So far, no word on what it'll do in the afternoon commute, though.
Water pressure problems affecting towns in Westchester and forcing the Mount Vernon schools to a 1-hour delay.
The White House is launching a new push to repeal Obamacare.
Tony Romo reportedly done with football, being released by the Cowboys and going into broadcasting.
WCBS News Time, 8 o'clock. For healthcare plan, we're certainly encouraged by the progress we seem to be making. Businessman's secret meeting alleged to have met a Putin confidant just 9 days before Mr. Trump's inauguration. North Carolina college basketball title. Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. The White House is trying to pump new life into health care reform, looking for a second opinion from Republican conservatives who helped pull the plug on the bill that died last month. Live now to White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
Get him involved.
On Capitol Hill last night with members of the House Freedom Caucus to hammer out a deal. We're hopeful that we'll get the legislative text within the next 24 hours. Mark Meadows, who chairs the Conservative Freedom Caucus, says the vice president offered a solid idea to allow states to opt out of the coverage requirements set by the Obamacare law and the rule that a policy be equally priced for everyone of a certain age, regardless of each person's health problems. Conservatives say doing away with those provisions would lower premiums for most, but they would tend to make insurance more expensive for those who depend on it most. See, the Washington Post reports 9 days before the inauguration of the United States Congress arranged a secret meeting between Eric Prince, a businessman backing Mr. Trump, and a Russian close to Vladimir Putin. Greg Miller says it was an effort to establish a back-channel line of communication between Moscow and the new president. He donated a ton of money to Trump. His sister is the education secretary for Trump. He has close ties to Trump's closest advisor, Steve Bannon. So on the other hand, I think it's also really hard to imagine that he goes into this meeting brokered by the UAE without any blessing or coordination with the Trump team. CBS's Major Kara tells us there's a new twist in the Obama administration's handling of incidental intelligence information scooped up during the presidential campaign.
A source close to former Obama National Security Advisor Susan Rice confirmed to CBS News that Rice had asked for names of the Trump team to be unmasked to her after seeing them referenced in intelligence briefs. Identities of U.S. civilians caught in foreign surveillance are normally concealed or masked. Senate Democrats have lined up enough support to block President Trump's Supreme Court nominee from getting the 60 votes he needs for confirmation. But a planned filibuster later this week is likely to push Republicans to change the rules.
Change the rule now.
Confirmation threshold. Today, but tomorrow, or in 2 years from now, when the next Supreme Court nominee comes up, they're giving up a whole lot of leverage, and that can be a very big problem for Democrats. And we'll really change things in Washington. Time Magazine's Zeke Miller. President Trump has signed a bill into law that would allow internet providers to sell information about their customers' web habits. Private Americans have decried it. The industry called efforts to limit what they can do unfair. The administration is out with a warning to companies that go looking for skilled workers from other countries. CBS's Vicky Barker.
A carefully timed warning coming on the opening day of visa applications for U.S. firms seeking highly skilled foreign programmers and other specialized workers. The Justice Department's Civil Rights Division says it will investigate and prosecute any employers who overlook qualified American applicants. Now, the Obama administration sued companies over working visa issues, too, but this represents a ramping up of vigilance and enforcement aimed at keeping Americans first in line for jobs.
That's it.
Well, today is Equal Pay Day, the symbolic date in which women's pay catches up to men's from the previous calendar year. Some businesses market by offering 20% discounts today to women. Justice Department's asking a federal judge for more time to assess a proposed deal to overhaul the Baltimore Police Department. It says the agreement could interfere with Attorney General Sessions' new efforts to fight violent crime. 4 minutes after the hour.
The Prius Prime is Toyota's most advanced hybrid yet. It's loaded with the latest tech. It's the only vehicle unique on its class to offer an 11.6-inch HD multimedia display, and it comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard, an advanced suite of active safety technology at no extra cost. Plus, the 2017 Toyota Prius Prime offers an available blind spot monitor to help alert you to potential dangers on the road you might not be able to see. The Toyota Prius Prime and its advanced technology isn't just ahead of its class, it's in a class of its own. Tested and trusted Toyota. Come on and visit your local Toyota dealer for a test drive, or check out buyatoyota.com to find a free finance right for you. Toyota, let's go places.
Based on manufacturer data and fueleconomy.gov non-luxury plug-in hybrid as of September 2016. Drivers are responsible for their own safe driving. Always pay attention to your surroundings and drive safely. Depending on the conditions of road, weather, and the vehicle, the system may not work as intended. See the owner's manual for additional limitations and details. Do not rely exclusively on blind spot monitor. Look over shoulders and use turn signals.
Russian authorities have identified the suicide bomber who killed 14 people on a St. Petersburg subway train. CBS's Elizabeth Palmer is there.
He's Akbarjan Jalilov, and he was named by the security services of a small republic called Kyrgyzstan. It lies south of Russia near the Afghan border, and that's where Jalilov was born in 1995. Investigators are going to be pursuing very vigorously the distinct possibility that he was another one of these self-radicalized lone wolves.
CBS's Holly Williams has the latest on a suspected chemical attack in a northern province.
He gets it, Bob. I think we can learn how to make it.
News emerging from Syria today certainly suggests that some kind of chemical agent was used against children. This one, apparently from the immediate aftermath, appears to show those who were killed without any visible wounds. Now, Idlib province is a stronghold for Syrian rebels, and it's been pounded by Syrian regime and Russian airstrikes. But at this point, we cannot confirm who carried out this attack.
The FAA says it will not punish actor Harrison Ford for flying his private plane over a commercial jet and landing on a taxiway at a Southern California airport in February. Fans of the University of North Carolina basketball team are dancing in the desert. CBS's Steve Futterman covered last night's national championship game.
For North Carolina, one word summed up last night's win. Redemption.
Have won their 6th national title.
A year after losing the championship on a last-second shot, North Carolina turned the tables with a win over Gonzaga. Carolina fans who made...
New York Post, these actions could actually jeopardize public safety in trying to cut the prison population by 50%.
But they still want to close Rikers.
Well, but one of the big items in closing Rikers, according to the Blue Ribbon Commission, is to cut the prison population in half, and one of the ways they want to do it, the mayoral spokesperson for the Blasey was saying, this could jeopardize public safety.
I think they still want
But some intelligence deputies coming out of the de Blasio administration that they realize that we criminalize this and that and do arrest, it's going to smooth quality of life and it could jeopardize public safety. You know, there's this rule. It comes down to
They will. More criminals in the streets?
Does NYPD cooperate with license says the story goes this way, goes that way?
Gonzaga.
Right. And you have a new update on that.
It's not going to happen. It fell through.
How about we have laws, we're a country of laws, and we follow laws in this country? So it's a novel concept, isn't it? To follow laws. Hey, quickly, before we get to the big three, Joe, what do we know about this New Jersey teenager that was plotting to kill the Pope?
Supposedly hired a sniper who wanted a sniper to kill him. The guy he hired to do was that guy. He hired it.
on the internet, I need a sniper to kill a foe. This guy was a dope. Put an ad on Craigslist. I'll just arrest him. No, he's really guilty. What are they going to send? What are the guidelines? To find out. Originally was charged as a juvenile, right? But they say the case has now been transferred to adult court. Well, because in many cases, in many states, you know, like, 15 or 16-year-olds sometimes can be charged as adults. You know, at 17, I think you know that it's probably wrong to try to get a guy to kill the Pope in Philly. Tupac Shakur, that's his name? Ahmed.
He wanted to do away with the food.
Explosives went off in the surrounding area.
He wanted to get the food.
It turns out that it was an FBI agent who was trying to contract Larry for the hit. That's how the wheels. Hey, story. Well, we got communal woes, of course.
He got night there. I saw it.
Also expensive. Railroad, those trains delayed and canceled. Of course, the heavy rain.
Yeah, he was a hot shot. He was a hot shot.
Also, the big three, more fire and Fox. A lawsuit for the sexual harassment. Advertisers, and pulled out a Bill O'Reilly show. Rounding out. Guess when the homo arrested him yesterday.
He is the Barzoo guy. He was the Barzoo guy.
Now, so, okay. I called a ball outside. Yeah. Last year I called a cement force out. And this year, an exciting one. Hi, guys. I like your head break. How about them apples? Oh, I don't remember saying that. How about them apples? You ever heard that? Oh, I have. I would have heard you say. I would have whacked you in the back of the head. You should have. I can't believe I said that either. You know, it's free. We've got Warren Wolf saying about it. We've got Warren Wolf here in a moment. Talking about New Jersey Transit. So in the big three, just mentioned the O'Reilly situation, and more accusers coming forward. Miles Ailes is accused as well now. Another lawsuit against Roger Ailes, who's departed Fox. Now, when you were at Channel 4, how many young, hot intern breasts did you grab? Let's welcome Warner Wolf to the program. My old buddy is Warner. How are you, Warner? Where are you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm in Naples, Florida.
Wow. Oh, Warner. So, hey, this is Schmidt. We've never met. You know this Berman guy. I'm Schmidt. We've never met. Maybe someday. So you're in Naples. You know, one of my favorite steakhouses on the planet is right on the trail in Naples.
What is it?
Andre's. You go to Andre's.
Oh, yeah. I've been to Andre's, yeah.
You know the story about Andre's. Andre was a maitre d'. I guess just like Wolfgang here in the city. Andre also worked for Peter Luger's. Oh, okay. And years ago left New York and opened up a Peter Luger-style steakhouse right in Naples, Florida.
Oh, yes. We ate there, yeah. Well, I listen to you guys in the morning. I've got to tell you something. I really give you a lot of credit. 4 hours, and you keep the show moving. Well, that's all. Not everybody can do that. No, that's all.
That's all, yeah. Yeah, Len would derail this thing like a New Jersey Transit. Exactly. I'm just along for the ride, Warner, but that's really...
Yeah.
So wait a second. Weren't you just up the dial with Imus on 77? What's the deal with that?
I was.
And?
What about it?
You know, when you work for him, you know going in that he can replace you anytime. And that's what he did.
Well, do the people on the Imus show, Warner, do they operate under fear?
Well, you'd have to ask the man to fix that. But I will tell you that the funny thing is,
that 2 weeks before I was replaced, which I understand. Now, like I say, you know, when you sign up for that show, you know that that's possible.
It's like a baseball manager. You know you're going to be fired or something.
Yes, and I'm not the first. I won't be the last, I'm sure. But the station gave me a 1-year extension through January 2018, which we agreed upon.
Right.
So there was nothing wrong with the performance, and there was nothing wrong with the technical part. You know, I broadcast here from Naples. Gene Maxwell, who was the engineer of WABC, did.
I know Gene. I used to work for Gene at PLJ when I was there back in the 90s.
Oh, there you go. Yes. And you couldn't tell if I was, you know, in New York or Naples or wherever.
The question is, Warner, if you signed the contract, did you sign it with the ink dry?
Oh, yeah.
Are they
for you?
Are they still paying you?
No.
Well, wait a minute. You signed a contract. How are they not paying you?
Well, that's another story.
Must be a good one.
I didn't want to. What else do you have?
Hey, no, but just before we leave this topic, how many years were you with Mr. Ryan?
Oh, on and off about 20 years, yeah.
And he gave you a nice going away party, said nice to see you, good luck and everything?
No, I never spoke to him.
Really?
Something.
Wait, he never said goodbye?
No.
What a crotchety old bastard. Isn't that something?
Email.
Email. Hey, Warner, wait, you know, I just had this brain. Wait a second. Todd, you're off Friday, right?
I've got to take my daughter Chloe to a soccer tournament in Canada.
You were just off all last week. Don't you ever work?
Yeah, I'll be working for months straight.
Okay, so you're off. Now, when you're off, I usually do the show with Mark. Yeah, Mark's on his way golf. Warner, what are you doing Friday?
Well, I was going to hit some golf balls and play pickleball.
I know, I've heard of it.
Are you inviting Warner?
Warner. But I don't want this Florida nonsense. I don't want you, like, phoning it in from Florida. Why don't you come to New York, you come in the studio, you and I will do the show together. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
There you go.
You just kicked me to the curb and
You're out. It's Len Bourbon and I'm going to give me your extension. And pay him. Len Bourbon and Warner Wolf in the morning. Don't come back Monday.
Is this an audition in case I don't re-sign here at WOR? Len Berman and Warner Wolf in the morning.
That's it. Hey, Warner, I'm serious. Will you do it?
Sure, I'll do it.
You got it. There you go. This is great. This is great.
I'm gone.
Don't come back Monday, Todd. Let him Warner. That's super, Warner. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, you know, I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't know if you knew, Lynn, but when you were on Channel 4 and I was on Channel 2, I used to watch you, because you came on a few minutes before me. I would watch you before I would go on to see if I missed any.
I did. Well, when you're here, I'll flatter you with all the stories because in many ways you affected my style. Because you had an impact on my career. So it's a mutual admiration.
Let's go to the videotape.
Oh,
right?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a fair poll. Of course it's a fair poll. It's a fair ball.
Warner, great talking to you, Warner. I guess you're going to be hooked up with Len on Friday while I'm in Phoenix with soccer.
I heard you guys earlier. Just had one comment. Susan Rice. No credibility.
There you go.
Another conservative. Oh, my God. Another right-winger, Warner Wolf. All right, Warner, bring it on.
You lose an audition. All right, 818 Warner.
Thanks, Warner. See you Friday, pal.
At 818, it's 11 Todd, 710 WR. Traffic time. Here's Cindy Waitman.
Good morning, guys. We start out with an accident on the Gulf Parkway westbound by the Lakes Coverage. Cleared with delays in the south through Merritt Boulevard, crossroads westbound on ramp from the major Deegan and has a stalled tractor trailer to the left lane closed over to the west side. Highway north flooding, leaving over the right lane to get by as you approach the George Washington Bridge. Delays stretch back to 125th Street. So flooding on the B2 west of Astoria Boulevard is gone. Jackie Robinson Parkway eastbound with an accident over by Metropolitan Avenue. Crash on the Staten Island Expressway eastbound at Highland Boulevard. Right lane is closed. Delays of about an hour into town at the George Washington Bridge. And at the Lincoln, the Holliston will cost you about 25 and alternate sides in effect. New Jersey Transit Northeast Corridor and North Jersey Coastline trains operating on a holiday schedule today. Also, your Amtrak Northeast Corridor trains are running on a modified schedule. Long Island Railroad is either canceling or combining trains today, which should allow extra time and anticipate delays.
ceiling sound settling in. Some patchy fog around. Showers, thunderstorms in the forecast today. 59 overnight tonight. Clear to partly cloudy. After a shower early. 53. Summer cooler. Sunshine tomorrow. 63. Right now 51 and fog. And hello and more. You're on the break station now. Here's Wayne with sports.
Well, Ray, the Mets won their season opener, beating Atlanta 6-0 at Citi Field. The Mets scored all 6 in the 7th inning, with Lucas Duda delivering a bases-clearing double. 0-1 pitch, swinging a drive to center field. Angiani hustling back. It is over his head, bouncing to the base of the wall.
That's it there. That's it there.
Walker is in. Here comes Bruce. The Mets have blown it wide open. Noah Syndergaard threw 6 shutout innings before leaving with a finger blister. The Mets are off today. They resume their series with the Braves tomorrow. The Yankees back in it tonight against Tampa Bay. CC Sabathia on the mound. North Carolina won the NCAA basketball title, beating Gonzaga 71-65. Knicks great Patrick Ewing has been named coach of Georgetown, and the NHL will not send its players to the Winter Olympics. Now, here's Joe with today's top story.
Hey, good morning, Len. Problems again today at Penn Station. A Connecticut college student died after an eating contest, and Republicans ready to go nuclear to confirm Neil Gorsuch to the Supreme Court. Details at 8:30 on 7 WOR.
iHeartRadio is the easy use app for music and radio. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
Hello, I'm Mike Rizzo, the inventor of my pillow. Just like all of you out there, I have problems sleeping. Pillows would go flat. I would flip off all night long. I would wake up with a sore neck, maybe a headache, or feel like I needed a nap even though I slept 8 hours. When I invented my pillow, I wanted it to where you could move the pads of the pillow to give you the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of sleep position. My pillow will get you into that deep sleep faster, and you will stay there longer. It's not about how much time you spend in bed, it's about how much of that quality sleep we get. I do all of my own manufacturing right here in the United States. I have a 10-year warranty. You can wash and dry my pillow, and I give you a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Now, my pillow has their 4-pack special for 50% off. You get your premium my pillows, your Golden Wood travel pillows, 50% off. Use the promo code WOR. Call 800-651-0993. 800-651-0993. Or go to mypillow.com. Click the radio listeners 4-pack special. Remember, use the promo code WOR. Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies.
Right now, I was trying to get my blood pressure regulated, okay? And like after 3 days of taking this thing, my blood pressure went back down to normal. I am ecstatic. I am so happy with this stuff. It is my favorite.
This was the first summer that I have not had to have a steroid shot to help me to breathe.
The reason why I'm taking it was FC. Once I began taking your fresh Lucas, let's believe it or not, my renal enzymes are way down in the normal works.
The new challenge will allow you to receive 2 months of Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies free. And we'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code WOR.
It's the most effective product that I've ever bought in my life, but I should have ordered it like 15 years ago.
Hi, I'm Brian Scudamore from 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Honey, the magic is here.
Great! I can hardly wait!
Come on in, guys. Thanks.
We point at junk and it disappears, right?
You've obviously heard the radio ads, but those ads are true, aren't they? Point to something.
What's going on here?
Anything at all, even if it's outside, anything. That was fun.
I love this!
It's gone. All you have to do is point. I love this job. Me too. People are just so happy when their stuff disappears.
The house feels so much
Get out of the
bigger!
way.
Is there anything you'd like us to get from the attic?
Absolutely! Follow me!
How do you do that? We work until midnight, 7 days a
Come
week.
on, get out of the way.
You don't have to take off work to meet us.
Get out of the way. You don't hold on.
1-800-GOT-JUNK. 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Here is Dr. Turovitz from Sumo Fat Loss. He's here to talk about the NJ Diet Fat Loss Program. So tell me, Dr. Turovitz, can anyone of any age lose 20 to 40 pounds?
We've had patients from 15 to 95, people with all types of health conditions, people with all types of issues, people on all types of medications. 15 to 95 is here, they hit their goals, 25 to 35 with women, 35 to 45 plus %. It's really a tremendous thing that we can really not only help lose the weight, but also get healthy as well.
How can NJ diet remedy current health problems?
There's no suspense here, right? Pretty much 60-80% of all the health problems that you see in this country are because people are severely obese, have severe weight problems. You knock off 25 to 50 pounds of awful toxic fat, not only is your health improved, but because your health is improving, you get off the blood pressure medication, you get off the diabetes medication, you get off the cholesterol medication, your desire response to go away. All of that is hurt by toxic fat, toxic weight, the joint problems. I mean, you're talking about 30 pounds per square inch for every pound that you're overweight. So, I mean, people walking around 30 pounds overweight in this country, that's 900 pounds per square inch on the hips, the knees, the ankles, all those things.
It was a square incher.
That was Dr. Turvis from Nuvo Fat Loss. Looking to lose 20 to 40 pounds in 40 days? NJ Diet might be the program you need. Go to njdiet.com for more information on their fat loss program. Thank you, Dr. Turvis, for chatting it up with me.
Len Berman and John Schmidt in the morning on 710 WOR. On the table, not just our show, but this administration. We've got the nuclear option, the Trump pick for Supreme Court. Gorsuch is going to be confirmed by the end of the week. The Republicans, the only way to get it confirmed is to go nuclear, and that's changing the rules. So it's a simple majority of at least 51 votes versus the 60 typically needed for a Supreme Court nominee.
They're changing the stuff.
What are you going to change in the
They said you have Water Wolf is going to replace you, and you're deflecting and talking politics. The big W is coming here in the studio to co-host. How excited are you?
I'm out.
Let's go to the audio tape. As you pointed out so astutely, you can't go to the videotape anymore.
Yeah, I said to Len,
there's no more videotape.
Let's go to the Hillary Clinton computer server. I mean, that's no more videotape.
I'm telling you, you weren't here at the time. Joe was. There was no one hotter and more a comet across the sky during those couple of years with each jump ship from WABC to WCBS. It was huge. Remember that, Joe? No, you remember. No, he was up. Huge. And I don't remember this. And I don't think you know it's public knowledge. He jumped from WABC to WCBS to
Channel 7, Channel 2.
19, I'm going to say 81 was correct. So the unheard of sum of $400,000.
What year was that?
Either 81 or 82, somewhere in there. And I was fortunate because I was the weekend sportscaster on Channel 2.
You're making $4 an hour.
Oh man, I was making under 100 as the weekend sportscaster in New York at Channel 2. And well under 100.
So how the hell do you have this What was your last year's deal at NBC? How much were you making?
But I did go into TV production. So I sold shows, Channel 2, and NBC Sports. So I had some other things going on. But anyway,
you want to tell us how much you were making at Channel 4? Come on, what was the most you made at Channel 4?
$1.03.
Come on.
So I was, no, but the point is, here's the point I want to make. Show me a tax like this one. Come on, distract me. Here's the point.
Joe wants to know.
So everyone wants to know. Wiring minds want to know.
Let's see perfect.
You want to see front? We want to see yours. Yeah, well, I'm not President of the United States. Never will be. But let me finish my story. So when water jumped ship from Channel 72, I was fortunate that I was the weekend sportscaster. How disappointed I was. Because if I was the weekday sportscaster, he was out.
Oh, you were out?
That was our buddy Sal Marchand. And so he was out.
And Sal ended up at right?
Wow. And then wound up at Channel 11 and won for his career and touched just about every New York station.
Look at the front page of Newsday today. Mangano must go, of course, the embroiled controversy. Ed Mangano, the Nassau County executive who was federally indicted, about 6 months ago.
Trial's not so next yet.
The Republicans
are saying, what would you expect them to say?
Well, and they should. Republican leaders in Nassau County have sent a letter calling for the resignation of Republican county executive Ed Mangano, and of course, his wife was also embroiled in this. Wasn't his wife accused of having this like $250,000 a year no-show job as a food tester or taster? What? Come on, man, you know. So what was the last time you saw
I haven't seen them since. Well, it was on our show. Remember during the last show?
You're right. We did
It came on, but we didn't talk about this. You were probably one of them. I have not seen him. I have not seen him. I have not seen him socially since.
Yeah. Do you know how good his wife's taste buds are?
Not discussed.
So what's the deal? So the story was that a restaurant owner looking for some favorable decisions for land or business issues gave Ed Mangano's wife like a no-show job for $250,000 a year, and her job description was a food tester or taster. Her job. Now, you supposed to go out to dinner?
No, they were trying to shoot him. They were supposedly going to come and they didn't come.
Oh. I mean, what do you say to Ed at a dinner party?
Exactly.
Ed,
Exactly right.
what do you think about federal prison?
Well, no, what do you say?